to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm gonna be playing some more Spider-Man. And I had to restart the recording a little bit, so I'm gonna be a little bit ahead, maybe, because like it was giving me a really weird loading time that was taking like ages, so I might be a little ahead from where I left off last time. Not by too much, only like a short little mission, a short little like mission that's only like a few minutes like long at max.
A lot of guys. I should try to do this quietly, but also
Okay,
with
I'm
style.
a little ahead, so all it is just like a recycling center that some of the demons were at. And also, I think I'm getting
I
a
can
new
use that
gadget.
stuff I found at the recycling center.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
where I got that from.
Love using bad guys' own weapons against them.
But like, honestly, something that I cannot stand is
And
that new
my
Spider-Man
friends, is what karmic
series.
justice looks like.
Like, it is just woke, cringy bullcrap. That's all I see from it, and it just looks like a PS2 emulation. That is all I can see from the series. Like if someone like me, who's basically just a Spider-Man meat writer at this point, because of how much I like the character, like it just looks like woke, cringy bullcrap. That's all it looks like to me. And if somebody like me, at my point of view with Spider-Man, says that, oh, that's one very terribly written series, then yeah, you know it has to be bad at that point. And I knew it would be like bad from the concept, from the trailers that I've seen alone, which were like the final trailers. Like I knew it would be that woke, cringy bullcrap. And don't say, oh, you're anti-woke or some bullcrap. I believe you can have a non-white character, a non-male main character, a non-white main character, whatever, a non-straight main character. But whenever you take it to the point of making that the sole reason that they're strong in the first place, that's where I draw a line. And I can tell that they're gonna somehow make the characters in this show strong just for the sake of them being, race swap, gender swap, whatever. Just for them being a part of those new races. Like, I'm not hating on that race. I'm just saying, like, they're just, like, judging from what I've seen, they're just gonna be making the characters only strong because they're a part of that race or something. It just screams cash grab to me. I mean, you can have a non-male main character, you can have a non-male character, you can have a non-straight character, you can have a white character, but take it to the point of where you make that the only reason that they're strong. That's where I draw a line. I mean, come on, look at the She-Hulk show. That made She-Hulk only strong because she's a female. And it's obvious that's what they did.
That's one expensive tune-up. What else can I find around here?
Like, I'm not trying to sound sexist in saying that. I'm not saying women can't be strong. What I'm saying is that they only made her strong just for the pure sake of her being a female. You can have a weak female character as long as you don't make them like a direct damsel in distress. And also, like, here's the thing. Like, just think about this. Don't bring up the fact that, oh, it's Smart Hulk. He was dumb. He was basically ruined. You do realize that it's still the strength of the Hulk in Bruce Banner's Hulk with the mind of Bruce Banner. Like, sure, it may be terribly written, but still, it is still the strength of Bruce Banner. I mean, the strength of the Hulk with Bruce Banner's mind.
I think I stopped the demon's attack on Osborn's campaign offices.
Like, and the fact that She-Hulk was made stronger than regular Bruce Banner Hulk, and whenever she only had her powers for a max a few days, and she didn't even know she had them until earlier that morning, yeah, that is not good writing. That is just making her strong just for the pure sake she's a female. And that's obviously what they did. That is not good character writing. That is just taking something meaningless and just turning it into something that determines the strength of the character. Like, you can have a strong female character. You can have a strong non-white character. You can have a strong LGBTQ character. But don't make that the sole reason that they're strong in the first place. That's all I'm asking for those characters, is to not make their gender, sexuality, religion, whatever. Don't make that the sole reason that they're strong in the first place. That isn't good writing at that point. Like, come on. They obviously only made her strong just for the pure sake she's a female. That is obviously what they did. There's no arguing against it. Like, there's just no arguing that fact. That's obviously what they did. Like, there's just no arguing against that. It's obviously what they did. They made her strong just for the pure sake she's a female. And the thing is, she's not even an entertaining character either. She's just a narcissist. She's just a freaking narcissist.
This is new.
And that's all she ever was. Just a narcissist. That was only made strong just for the pure sake she's a female.
That's not how we do things. Downtown.
And somehow she beat Bruce Banner's Hulk at peak strength whenever she only had her powers for, whenever she had only been using her powers for like a max of a day at that point. A max of a day. And she was already stronger than Bruce Banner's Hulk. That is not good character writing. Like, don't get me wrong. You can make a character of whatever gender, race, sexuality, religion, whatever. You can make them of any of that you want. But make it the only reason that that character is supposed to be redeeming or powerful. Yeah, that's not a good choice of writing. That is not a good choice of writing.
Yuri, explanation, please?
This is Silver Sablinova, head of Sable International, a private security force.
Wait, don't Silver Sable
Paid for by
and
Mayor
Peter date
Osborn.
at one point in the comics?
Oh, the mayor has a pet army now?
Next time you get in my way, I will not be so gentle.
Go. We'll talk
I
later.
love her accent. And the thing is, I hate Yuri, how they handled Yuri in Spider-Man 2. Like, sure, they handled her really bad in the DLC for this game, but like, they completely ruined every aspect of her character in Spider-Man 2. She's supposed to fight for justice and for the sake of protecting people. Yet in the second game, she's outright killing people for the sake of killing. She doesn't even believe in redemption at that point. She's just killing for the sake of killing at that point.
I'm working on that.
And mind you, I only found her in the Flame storyline in that game, in Spider-Man 2.
He's got places all over the city.
Like, that is, they just completely contradicted her entire character
Let me know what you find at each one, and I'll work on building a
from the
case.
first game anyways.
I'm headed to Lee's office at Feast to see if I can learn more about why he's doing this. And what he's got planned next.
Okay, say hi to May for me. Wait, you don't think she's in danger, do you?
No.
Like,
Lee's only
sure,
got one target on his mind.
there is
Norman Osborn.
like something that contradicts her fighting for justice in this game, but she was sent off the deep end, and what the only choice was to kill. But in the second game, she's just killing for the sake of killing, not for defense, not for anything. She's killing for the sake of killing in the second game. Not for bounty hunting like Deadpool, not for fighting for justice like Punisher.
Peter.
So if you're running this
She's
place while
just
Mr. Lee's
killing
out of
just
town, who's
just
doing your
because she
old
saw
job?
them doing some meaningless stuff
Me.
that more
But
than
I could
likely
always
doesn't
use
have
more help.
anything to do with
You know anyone?
the greater
Actually, I
good in the
do.
long run.
His name is Miles Morales.
Why does that sound familiar?
His father was being honored at City Hall.
Oh,
I talked to him at the funeral. He's a smart kid. He's just having a tough time.
I knew a boy like that once.
I remember it helped to stay busy. Might help him too. Here's his mom's number.
Thanks. I'll give her a call.
Hey, you haven't heard from Mr. Lee, have you?
No, why?
Just curious. I've got a few minutes before work. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Oh, you don't have to.
I know. I want to.
See, that's how you nail Spider-Man. Doing something
I should
that
check
he
out Lee's
believes is
office.
good or right, just for the sake of doing good or doing it for the right thing. That's how you nail Spider-Man's character.
Glad to see you're okay.
Hanging in
This
there.
office
Not
is
just
locked.
struggling,
How do I
but,
get in there?
but doing the right thing
Quietly.
for doing the right thing. That's how you nail his character. But you're also supposed to show him struggling, but that's supposed to be, like, early on.
Maybe there's a vent somewhere.
I know that sounds repetitive, considering, other people who talked about Spider-Man, but, like, it's honestly true. You're supposed to only
Never seen
really
that
show him
before.
struggling at early points in his life as Spider-Man. And yet people always make it out to be like, oh, he's always meant to struggle. He's always supposed to, go through torment every single day of his life. That is not how you do
Whoa,
Spider-Man.
High voltage lines. What needs this much power? This.
I hit it the first couple times.
Which is inaccessible. I will call.
That room I saw from the crawl space. It should be right on the other side of the shrine. Lee's parents. Looks like there's a keyhole in the frame. I thought Lee's parents abandoned him. Why build a shrine? This is the ghost story Lee's father read to him. About a demon that could only be mastered through balance.
Now let's
Lee
check
did
and
so
see if
much
I
for
can
New
find-
York. I can't believe he was hiding such darkness inside him.
Wait, I think from
Lee's journal.
Yep, I
Bet this fits the lock in the
remember that
portrait.
part. I knew it had to be in some kind of book. I just couldn't remember which one. I just couldn't
Some kind
remember
of
what
puzzle
book.
lock. That seems right. Oh, I see. Yes.
So it's supposed to be the yin and yang symbol, which is basically just the symbol
Whoa.
for balance. I like to put it in simple terms anyways.
What are you hiding, Lee? He's giving his powers to the others.
I get, but like I hate the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series. It is, like, just by looking at the trailers alone, I only saw the problems that people had with the MCU Spider-Man. That I've only seen those problems with the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Like that is stupid. It's basically just the Overwatch Marvel Rivals thing again, where they're hating on Marvel Rivals, even though it has the same things that they're hating on Overwatch for. Like they are literally hating on Overwatch, even though Marvel Rivals is literally just
Bioelectric
Overwatch with
Compressed
a
fuse
Marvel
chips?
coat of paint thrown on. That is all I can say about the game. It's that it's just Overwatch with a Marvel coat of paint thrown on. That's literally all you can say about Marvel
This is all
Rivals.
about Norman
And
Osborn.
don't bring up,
His whole career.
they brought us the promises that
successful.
Overwatch supposedly made. What promises exactly? They are literally the same exact gameplay. Like, it's literally the same exact gameplay. No changes, barely even any changes in between. And yet people somehow say, oh, it's somehow a different game or whatever. It's just Overwatch with a Marvel coat of paint thrown on. That is literally all Marvel Rivals is and will ever be. What am I supposed to do here?
Creepy. Whoa. This is the folder MJ found at the auction house. This might help us figure out what Lee's planning next.
Like, I don't see why people, I don't see why they think, sports games,
It's a burn roll, wired to destroy evidence.
Overwatch, like hero shooters, battle royales, whatever. I don't see how people think that they're supposed to be so different. They are literally the same game, just with a new coat of paint thrown on, and maybe different skin.
Elise had found this, or May. Don't want to think of what could have happened.
Like, that is literally all I can say about sports games,
Now, how
hero
do I get outta
shooters,
here?
and battle royales. There's literally little to no difference between each entry into those genres. You know, besides, you know, like for sports games, the only difference is for each game is what sport's being played.
Hello, Peter.
Mr. Lee,
That is
I
literally
thought you
the
were out of
only
town.
difference between those sports
Did you
games.
find what you were looking for?
Martin, you're back.
And yes, I'm throwing WWE game,
Thank you.
any
And
sort of
heading
like
off again shortly, I'm
physical
afraid.
sport,
Just
like
needed a few things
like
from my office.
You must have heard about City
wrestling,
Hall.
boxing, whatever,
Yes.
MMA,
Tragic.
you know, physical contact
Peter was there.
sports.
He was very lucky.
At an Osborne rally. I didn't know you were a fan. Well, what matters is you are both safe.
Amen.
but the bombers are still out there. Who knows what they've planned next?
I don't think you or May have anything to worry about. As long as you stay away from places you're not supposed to be. Well, I should go.
When will you be back?
When my work is done.
As much as I like Martin Lee in the second game for how his story was handled, I do not like him in the first game. I do not like him in the first game at all. Outside of his origin, that's the only part I even truly like about the character in the first game. Shouldn't he have at least some kind of tracking technology or something? I mean, we've already seen that he has marker technology or something. Unless that's not visible to him or something. For some stupid reason. Even though it's visible to
I
the
finally got your
players.
evidence. Head to the Feast Center in Chinatown.
What am I going to find?
A nice lady named May Parker. And some really weird stuff hidden in Lee's office. But listen, he's got another attack planned.
Where? When?
Still working on that, but I think he's going to use something called Devil's Breath.
Sounds destructive. What is it?
A substance created by Oscorp. Probably a bioweapon of some kind. I have a
Yeah, I'm
folder
gonna
full of
wait
info
until this
on it.
phone call
I'm
gets
holding on to it for now.
done
I'll
until
send copies as soon as I
grab that
can.
backpack.
Okay, we'll check his office. If the evidence stands up, I'll put out an APB.
MJ, hey. Just checking in.
Peter, hey, can I call you back?
I think you'll want to hear this. Wait, why are you whispering?
Just in the middle of something. How about we catch up over dinner? My place?
Oh, sure. I'll even cook.
Cool. See ya.
Wait, remember how you told me about Lee's corrupting touch? I think I just saw it in action.
How?
Some perfectly nice homeless people just jumped me. Thing is, they had glowing eyes.
How are you sure that
And I
they're
remembered
perfectly
Yuri telling me
nice?
something similar about the guard who released Shocker.
So Shocker was working
How are
for
you
us?
sure that they're not perfectly
It's all
nice
connected.
homeless people?
There's more.
How
But
are
I
you
guess
sure
we'll
that
talk
they're
about it at dinner.
that they are or are not perfectly nice homeless people?
Dinner.
I mean, come on.
What should I cook?
For a lot of homeless people these days, there has to be some kind of reason why they're homeless. You know, like for a lot of them
Hi, Doctor. How are you?
committing some kind of terrible crime that resulted them in going on the
like
run or
now?
whatever.
This is my defining moment.
Sure, that may be
Can't
rare,
wait to
but
show you.
you know,
Cool.
it's still possible.
I've got dinner plans. Can I
You
come
know?
by later?
Like it may
Dinner can wait.
be very rare, but it's still possible.
Okay.
So
be right
might
there.
not want to rule that out.
Wonder if this means I have a job again. Guess I can stop by, just for a minute.
Like for all you know, they could be a kid toucher or something, or
Just another
on the
call
run
from
for
Doc.
some heinous crime or
I
something.
wanted to make sure you're still available. I can't pay you yet, but I've pulled enough strings to keep the wolves from the door a bit longer. If we can get up and running, I know this new version of the project will attract investment. Massive investment. Stay ready.
Fingers triple crossed, Doc.
Oh god, I think I know what that investment would result from.
This is Sable Control. The boss wants a sit rep on the garrison in Chelsea.
Judging by, you know, context clues, and the fact that I've already played this game, and also I've played the second game too, the second Miles Morales and the second game. So, yeah.
Hey, Doctor.
Hello, Peter. I'll be just a minute.
Wow. Look at all this new stuff. We really need to get... Where did you get all this equipment?
Called in every last favor. Took out a few loans. It's like we're starting over once again. But this time's going to be different.
You've been busy.
Just getting started. You know, until now, we've been looking at prosthetics from the wrong perspective. Why restore people to what they were when we can make them better? Okay, I think that should do it.
Oh, never mind. That's not what I was thinking it was.
You ready?
Well, it kind of is, but not fully.
Everything okay?
Damn it! This is all your fault, Norman, you son of a...
Well, I know who you're not voting for in the next election. Sorry. I have a habit of making bad jokes in tense situations.
Tell me about it.
It was a good joke, Parker. Just a bit of an overreaction on my part.
No, don't worry. Why don't you take a break? I'll clean this up and get us ready for another test. So, hope you don't mind me asking, but it seems you and Norman have a bit of a history.
We were lab partners in college. Became friends. Decided to start a business. We both had visions of changing the world, just in different ways.
Wait, you were at Oscorp when it started?
I'm half the reason it's called Oscorp. In grad school, everyone called us the O's. Add Corp to that, and, well, it is a catchy name.
Well, why'd you leave?
Norman became more and more obsessed with genetics. He started a project I considered unethical. And there was this...
Yeah, I can see where the genetic thing is going.
Anyway, lawyers got involved. I chose to leave in exchange for a settlement. But that money didn't last very long. I've relied on grants ever since. If this project doesn't work...
Don't worry. It'll work. Let me just fix this up.
I'll brew some fresh coffee.
I guess it's another puzzle.
Be sure to run a diagnostic on the control unit. Could be a short.
Huh. No good. Gotta reroute this circuit.
I think I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I was doing it wrong. But no, I think I was doing it right. I have no clue what I need to do. Wait. That one's too high. I have no clue what I need to do here. There we go. I solved it. That took much longer than expected.
Oh, why don't you do the honors this time?
I think we did it.
Next step, neural interface.
That's a lot of work for you to do by yourself. Sure you can handle it?
Apparently not, judging by today's debacle.
Because I still haven't found another job.
My funds are still...
I know. It's okay. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. What's a few bucks when you're trying to change the world, right?
to changing the world.
It seems like it needs some sort of stabilization, you know, because it seems a little shaky, you know?
Doctor, I need to go, but I'll be back later.
Like, that arm seems a little shaky to me, so it might need some sort of stabilization unit. And I know there has to be something like that to exist in this kind of universe. Considering, you know, they're already highly developed, since they are capable of developing time travel in this universe. Especially around this era.
Hey, sorry I missed your call. We still on for dinner?
Dinner? Oh, yeah. I was calling you about something else, but yeah, we should talk over dinner.
Offer still stands for me to come over and cook.
Oh, really? Well, I like to take risks. I'm still out, but I'll grab some stuff at the store and let you know when I'm home.
Okay, talk soon. All right, dinner at MJ's. Low expectations. It'll be hard to screw this one up. Guess I'll just freelance for a while until she calls.
Honestly, Peter could do so much better than MJ. He could do so much better. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, he legitimately could do better. I mean, come on. In the comics, Silk and Black Cat are right there. And yet he still chose to choose MJ, who literally is for the streets every other day for him. Like, Peter could do so much better than that. He could do far better, like leagues better. So I don't see what all the hype about MJ is. She hasn't even been popular. She hasn't been popular outside of, you know, the controversial sides of her character in years. Heck, I don't even remember the last time she wasn't controversial for her character, since, like, Sam Raimi's movies came out, and that came out before I was even born.
The idea was to create an anti-Spider-Man who is not a threat and stops menaces. I had no idea he was crazy. Do you think his resume said psycho with a poisoning fetish? His lawsuit is a transparent attempt to reduce his sense of the wrath by placing the blame for his deeds on me. And that is one package J. Jonah Jameson refuses.
Oh man, I was seriously about to make a joke, but I can't remember the actor's name for the joke. I can't remember his name. Well, I'm gonna end the video here. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.